Here's Mr. Fulcher from Idaho, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Director Manning, Deputy Director Owens, thank you for being here today. On March 28th of 23, in House Appropriations Committee, it was Secretary Holland that stated the BLM has permitted more than 126 renewable energy projects, meaning wind, solar, geothermal. During these same hearings, she also said since 2021, the BLM has approved 20 mines or mine modifications. And I think just a little bit ago, you said 22 is like 3,000, if I heard correctly. And then Deputy Director Owens, I think, came up with one possible mine modification or mine approval. So that's, first of all, can you speak to the disparity there? Or is there a disparity? Is it just a misunderstanding? Mm-hmm. And secondly, what criteria does a BLM or Department of Interior use to prioritize one project over another?
Congressman, thanks for the question. It's over 20 mines that have been expanded or modified or permitted in the first 2 years, ranging everything from gold to lithium.
And what was the 3,000 number that you had referenced a little bit earlier? Was that just simply renewable, or what was that just a few minutes ago? You'd referenced a number of over 3,000.
Oh, I believe that was applications to drill for oil and gas.
Applications, not permits.
APDs, that is a permit.
Okay,
yeah.
What is the criteria that the Department of Interior uses when they prioritize one project over another?
Thank you. We respond to what comes to us. So in hard rock mining, for example, a proposal walks in the door and we respond to it, right? The 1872 mining law says...
So 126 versus 20, I mean, if that's right, that's pretty significant difference.
So, thank you. I think you're asking about the renewable energy projects. We do have a prioritizing project sort of screen. Is it close to transmission? Are there threatened endangered species on the site? Basically, will it be? Is it ready for prime time?
Okay, so there is a prioritization process. So, okay, so yes. Given that prioritization process of renewable, in this case, compared to that of mining, does the BLM intend to similarly prioritize conservation leases over mining projects with this new rule?
Thank you for the question. Again, we will take requests as they come in the door and analyze them like we do in all of our other work.
So just as a reminder, if you take the language in your rule proposal at face value, that makes conservation a use, which is, as Congressman Westerman indicated, by default, that means other stuff doesn't employ conservation. So you got a real conflict there, and I hope you recognize that. Director Manning, I want to encourage you to hold some in-person public hearings in my home state of Idaho. And I think it'd be great if you would be there on this public land rule and personally attend those. And I also want to just point out to you that part of the reason that we are here is that FLTMA is a job in those rules and putting those things in place. That's something that we're supposed to be doing as opposed to an agency. Now, you can always argue that we're not doing it well enough, but frankly, that's our job. And I want to just point that out to you. In 2022, S&P Global Report stated to meet electronic vehicle demand, unless there's a massive new supply that comes online in a timely way, the goal of the net zero emissions by 2050 will be short-circuited and remain out of reach. And as you know, the Biden administration is also seeking to create a carbon pollution-free power sector by 2035. Director Manning, where are those minerals going to come from?
So, Congressman, I'm pleased to share, as I hope you saw, we issued a notice to proceed on the Thacker Pass lithium mine a month ago. That mine is going to deliver 20% of the nation's lithium needs.
One mine.
There's another mine coming right up behind it that we're analyzing now. And there are, as I understand...
Why not just go ahead and say, you know what, this is something we don't want to do. We want to get it all from China. Why not do that?
Congressman, we follow the law. The 1872 mining law says that when developers come to us with a valid claim, we respond and we go through the NEPA process.
Director Manning, I'm about out of time, so I just got to tell you, at this pace, there is no way we're even close. It's a bankrupt argument to say that somehow, some way, we're going to control this domestically, because right now we're dependent on foreign lands. Mr. Chairman, I want to enter into the record, I request to enter into the record a letter sent to Director Manning last week by the Idaho delegation requesting in-person public meetings to be held in Idaho.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you. The chair now recognizes Mr. Mullen from California for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And thank you, Director Stone-Manning, for all the work BLM